By the end of this story, everything would change. But not in the way you might think. After years of sacrifice and struggle, I reached a breaking point that even tears and desperation couldn't mend. But first, let me tell you how it all started. 7 years ago, I married Denise, my dream girl. We had been dating for 2 blissful years before tying the knot, but our marriage marked the beginning of what felt like a nightmare. Her constant feeling of being downcast led us to discover she was battling depression linked to her troubled past. I became her rock, shouldering most of the housework despite working 40 hours a week, telling her that if she needed me, I would be there. But things didn't improve, they worsened. Denise's condition deteriorated over time. She spent most days in bed, complaining about everything and nothing at once. Intimacy vanished, replaced by an endless cycle of work and chores. Even hanging out with friends became a luxury I couldn't afford due to her constant calls, fearing abandonment and loneliness. My social life dwindled, my hobbies were forgotten, and every day felt like a marathon I could barely keep up with. 4 months ago, Denise got a new theattacker who suggested she needed time away from me, claiming our marriage might be the root of her depression. The suggestion hit me hard, heart shattered into pieces. Could it really be my fault? All those years of sacrifice, just to be told I was the problem? Despite these doubts, I tried to support her decision, hoping that some space would help us both. But she left for 3 months, and during this time, something strange happened. The house was quiet, the chores lightened, and I rediscovered my hobbies and friendships. Slowly but surely, life outside of our strained relationship became enjoyable again. For the first time in years, I felt like myself confident and alive. Then came the call that would test everything I had rebuilt. Denise pleaded for another chance. But how could I, after all this? Now, everyone around me tells me to take her back. They say marriage isn't always sunshine and rainbows. But I never found fun or joy in ours. We're both young and fit, yet our relationship is devoid of any excitement, no dates, no intimacy for over a year. All she sees in me is a servant, not a partner. What would you do? Could you walk away from someone who needs you, even if they've drained every ounce of your strength? As I stand here today, torn between my sense of duty and the happiness I've found, it's clear that walking away might be the hardest thing I've ever done. But is it the right thing to do? By the end of this story, everything changed. But did it change for the better? If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more heart-wrenching tales and insightful advice. What would your decision have been? Share in the comments below.